Hello, and welcome back to Temptations Ballad. We're just gonna get back with Cole and Sid doing some jobs, right? What other rumors are there?
Well, one story has it that Mara was a savage child, raised in the woods by feral animals.
Nah.
Another conflicting account says that he was a nobleman's child who ran away and became a bandit in rebellion.
Bards do love spinning their tall tales. A giddy grin hung on Sid's face as he daydreamed about his idol.
What a legend! One day, I hope to perform great heroic feats, just like him.
Cole laughed and rolled his eyes in exasperation. You really are a fanboy.
So what? I just really admire his work. By the way, it's my turn to ask some questions. What's it like growing up as the son of Morrow Bonebreaker? It must be a lot more exciting than us commoners. Do you get to do cool missions all the time? Are you constantly going out on adventures and saving people?
It's cramped.
Huh?
Sid was stunned as Cole rolled off his lap and crossed his arms with a frown. Papa and Hamish are the only ones in the guild with their own bedroom. All I've got is a little hammock in the living quarters with the rest of the mercs. The boys aren't exactly quiet, not a shred of privacy whatsoever.
Aw, at least you're never lonely.
You're an only child, aren't you?
Yeah. You're an only child, too.
I grew up with 30 other mercenary men in the Bonebreaker Guild. That's basically a whole set of annoying siblings. Cole glared at the ceiling of the wagon with a deep frown. Everyone's got their eyes on me, expecting me to fill Morrow Bonebreaker's shoes. But I'm a tiny guy. Papa's got huge feet, and he doesn't even wear shoes. I want to make Papa proud, but I'm not exactly the spitting image of a hero, am I? Cole's sigh echoed through the interior of the wagon. Sid glanced at the small hyena quietly. His brow was furrowed with deep frustration. It was simple to see these thoughts plagued him frequently. A sympathy welled in Sid's chest. A slight silence hung in the air for a single long moment, broken only by the rhythmic grind of wooden wheels rolling across the cobblestone road. Sid reached over and gingerly patted Cole on the head. What are you doing? Cole shot him a glare, as though debating whether to bite his finger off or let him continue.
I just thought that stressed out look doesn't fit you, boss. You may not be very heroic now, but it's never too late to grow. And hey, you've got me now. If you ever need a big guy to swing an axe for you, I've got your back. We've both got something to be proud of. We'll both become something to be proud of, that's what it is. The small hyena started up at him as Sid continued to ruffle his hair. A small smile slowly twitched across his face. It felt strangely genuine. Oh great, an optimist. I guess I'll be counting on you from now on. Don't let me down, big guy. Okay. Sid's chest felt warm as he nodded earnestly. Of course! You can count on me, boss. Oh wow, she's still, though she do it. A town square plaza. What a face to return to. Amazing.
Artemi groaned and buried her face in her hands. Where in the world was Carmen the royal palace entrance? She had spent the last few hours stumbling about the city, like a directionless duckling, wandering through countless unrecognizable plazas and streets. The massive royal palace castle was visible in the skyline, but even larger walls surrounding it with nary an entrance or gate in sight. The place was truly built like an impenetrable fortress. Artemi sighed in defeat. Perhaps I should have taken Knight Commander's advice and familiarized myself with the town first. He did mention that a shop in the market district was selling more of those cinnamon chocolate chip cookies. It was quite tempting to forget her task and simply explore the city for a while. Axia was bustling and full of life. Artemi had never seen so many people in her life. There were shopkeepers hastily organizing their wares, carefree shoppers strolling down the streets, and children laughing and chasing chickens across the grass. The city was much bigger than she had imagined. Artemi had never felt so small. She shook her head furiously and stomped down yet another street. I must stay focused on my task. I mustn't fail the Knight Commander's trust. Perhaps I should ask for directions. No. What would people think of the clueless chosen one? This would surely reflect badly on the church. A pained cry echoed through a small alley, startled Artemi from her thoughts. What was that? She rushed down the narrow alley towards the sound source, a hand readied at her sword's hilt. Artemi turned the corner to find a young street urchin curled on the cobblestone floor. The small boy was clutching his knees and whispering quietly. Young man, are you hurt? Oh, hello, Miss Knight. I think I'm okay. The boy attempted to stand, but his ankle gave out from under him. Artemi hastily caught the poor boy before he fell on his face again. All right, I guess I ain't as okay as I thought. Little one, what happened to you? Oh, it ain't nothing to be worried about. Oh, that's a cute smile. What? I was just digging through the trash here, as usual, but I jumped out of the rubbish bin at a funny angle. The name's Emile, by the way. Nice to meet you, ma'am. What a polite child. Do your parents know where you are, little one? You're in no state to walk. I'm happy to carry you home if you'd like. The young boy's face lit up. That would be grand. Much appreciated, miss. My folks live a few blocks away. You're a lifesaver, Miss Knight. Artemi's face flushed, and she scratched her chin bashfully. She was not used to such appreciation, yes. Think nothing of it. I am simply performing my duties as a knight. Artemi grinned as she tucked her leather box under her arm and followed the young boy to climb on her back. Her delivery efforts today may have been unfruitful so far, but at least she was able to help someone in need. The young cat hung comfortably on her back as they made their way out of the narrow alley. All right, little one, if you would point us in the direction of your home. Huh? A small paw flung a fistful of sand into her face as she stumbled backwards. She yelped as another hand roughly pressed more sand into her eyes, grinding it painfully into her skin. What in the world are you doing? Ha! What a sucker. I can't believe you fell for the oldest trick in the book. You knights really are just a bunch of simpletons. Now, what goods are you carrying, Missy? While desperately trying to brush sand out of her eyes, Artemi felt the leather box slip from her grasp. By the time she regained her vision, the young boy was making a mad dash down the street. For a moment, Artemi sat on the cobblestone floor, utterly stupefied. Yes. What? How despicable! Stop! A thief! Sid let out a dull groan as the wagon slowly creaked up a large hill, the town square finally coming into view.
Finally! I think I see the shop from here.
The first mission was theirs, was turning out to be a massive slog. Even Cole was snoring loudly in the back, having fallen asleep from the sheer boredom of their trip. What? We there yet? The small hyena yawned and stretched lazily. Oh, good. Easy pay for easy work. Just what I was looking for. Sid sighed in disappointment and mumbled quietly to himself.
Yeah, easy.
He had really hoped his first as an adventurer would be a little more exciting. The wagon suddenly shook and teetered precariously at the top of the hill as a small urchin child, boy, crashed through the interior. Help! Please! You've got to help me! Whoa, what's happening? You can't just jump into a random people's carriages, kid. It's dangerous! The small urchin was shaking with fear as he cowered into a corner of the wagon in between the crates of crystals. I'm so scared. This crazy lady was chasing me down the street. She had a big sword and shield, was charging at me like she was gonna kill me. You've gotta help me, please! Sid instantly leapt to his feet.
Don't worry, kid. You're safe here with us adventurers. What kind of lady would threaten little children? Where is she, kid? I'll go give her a piece of my mind.
A hand seized the hem of his tunic and dragged him back down to his seat. All right, time out. I know a farce when I see one. What are you carrying in that leather box, kid? Is it yours? Yeah. It's an heirloom from my parents. What kind of work did your parents do? Huh? Well, they were stonemasons. Cole squinted at him suspiciously. Stonemasons, who can somehow afford leather as pompously expensive, that it's made nobles wet themselves. Right, I completely believe you.
Hey, boss, lay off the kid, will you? The poor thing's scared out of his mind.
You can't trust people just because they're small and cute.
Well, I joined you, didn't I?
Nicole spluttered indignantly. That's different. I was offering you a job. The wooden wagon shook once more as another figure barreled into the tightly cramped space. A short golden retriever knight panted heavily as she jabbed an accusatory finger at the cowardly urchin. I finally caught you, the thief! Return the stolen package immediately. The street urchin leapt into the back of the wagon behind several crates of crystals. Several crates were knocked over as the knights charged at him and tried to pin him down. The wooden wagon creaked and shook from these. Yes. Two wrestling each other with screaming and shouting. Ah! She's gonna kill me! You're not gonna leave a poor defenseless child on his own, would you?
Of course not!
Yes, we are. Now get out and take this outside. This dingy wagon can't hold this many people.
Boss, this is just cruel!
I didn't sign up for babysitting. Duh, I figured I'd run into a wagon full of shitheads. At least I won't have to feel bad about this. The little urchin suddenly swung a clawed hand at the ceiling. A sharp ripping sound shredded through the air as a large swath of the wagon's canvas roof collapsed onto everyone's head. Emil laughed as he watched Cole, Sid, and the knight struggle to throw the tattered cloth off themselves. Serves you right. And looky here, you've got crates full of shiny gems in this old wagon. Don't mind if I help myself to a few. These should fetch a pretty good price with old Clyde. Cole shuffled out from under the collapsed roof to see the urchin shove fistfuls of gems into his tattered pockets. Hey, keep your grubby hands off our stuff. The urchin kid surely sneered and blew a raspberry at them. It sucks to suck, ain't it? Well, I've got what I came here for. Time to get out of here. Good luck getting out of this mess. The urchin swiped forcefully at the crystal embedded in the front of the wagon before leaping outside with a gleeful cackle. A harsh grinding noise fills the air as magic suddenly surged through the wagon's wooden wheels. Oh shit! The entire wagon suddenly shot forward and barreled down the hill at breakneck speed. Cole felt himself get thrown back and tumble painfully onto the shaking floor. Cracks formed in the wood as the wagon bounced up and down the rough cobblestone road. A strong hand suddenly grabbed Cole by the waist and pulled him protectively into Sid's chest.
We're gonna crash! Everyone, hold on to something!
Well, they're having an exciting time. Market District, a Soul Arcane Curiosity shop. The storefront of the Soul Arcane's Curiosity was peacefully quiet this morning. Birds were chirping outside as customers leisurely pursue the shelves of the humble shop. Just a very normal, peaceful morning. Blessed. The entire eastern wall instantly caved in as a wagon filled with hundreds of pounds of arcane crystals barreled through the door. Books and potions flew off the shelves, and splintered wood scattered everywhere. The shopkeeper and all the customers screamed and scrambled out of the building in utter terror. There was a low groan from under the broken wood of the collapsed wagon. Sid threw a large slab of rubble off himself, while he shielded Cole with his own body. He glanced down at the small hyena with concern.
Phew, we survived! Are you doing okay, boss?
Cole scratched his head and started at the destroyed storefront. Well, the job did ask us to deliver the crystals to the shop. I guess this counts as a mission complete.
I didn't think we're getting paid for this, boss.
Well, fuck. There goes my plan for an easy work day. Papa's gonna be disappointed. Another pile of rubble fell apart as a young knight who had been in the wagon dug herself out. She was wheezing as she desperately scanned her surroundings. That boy, where is he? That little shit ran off a while ago. I don't think you're gonna catch him anytime soon. That can't be. I was supposed to deliver that package to the royal family. What will I tell the Knight Commander? He took a chance. He took a chance on me. I can't fail him with such an important task. Mother was right. I really am the worst chosen in history.
Aw, cheer up, miss. Look on the bright side. Things could have gone worse.
Sudden shouts suddenly surrounded the exterior of the shop as a loud alarm spell reverberated through the street in a shrill wail.
Halt! Intruders! This is the City Watch. Drop your weapons and surrender immediately.
More footsteps rattled to the storefront. Cole, Sid, and Artemi found themselves surrounded as half a dozen angry guards rushed into the destroyed shop. Cole reluctantly raised his hands in surrender. So much for an easy workday. This seems like a good stopping place. I know it's a bit short, but you know how it is. I'll see you around, everyone.